YouTubies, we're doing another episode of Mikey's World. And today we're gonna be working on Grandpa's house. You know, we're just sprucing it up a little bit, just giving her the little prettifying, you know. And let me show you why. This is the back of the house, maybe, you know, the north side of the house really is what I should say. But you can see this, I don't know if it's doing much. It's not like the prettiest, but did it work? Possibly, you know. There doesn't seem to get water in the basement, but we're just gonna fix her up a little bit because, you know, we got some flaky paint, and I'm gonna show you how we're gonna do it. So Grandpa goes ahead and unscrews this one layer here, just gets it going, and then we're coming back with the old death wheel without the safety disc ring thingamajiggy, and we're just gonna trim off the rest, like said here. And you can see, you know, it doesn't look all moldy back there, so whatever was happening over here might have been working, but we're gonna make it prettier because Grandpa likes his house to look good. Right over yonder way, which is just on the other side of that wall where I showed you was taken apart and grinded off, this is what it's gonna look like in the end, just without paint. You know, we'll get to painting it. You know, we got some gappages to fill so the water still don't get back there and stuff. We'll take care of that. But doesn't this look way better than that big old Gaposaurus Rex over there? And once we get all the way around the house, you know, we'll wash the house down and give her a paint job too. That's right. Just, we're sprucing it up, making it look better, bringing it into the modern age. Okay, because we don't know when it was painted last, and it definitely needs to be done. Grandpa's got the Makita over here in high gear. He's not playing around, but he does have a little bit to go. Maybe I should find my drill and do something. I think it's at home. That's a lot of screws, you know, every like 4 inches.
Yeah, and they had to like held it up with a pry bar in order to get it to screw together or something. I can't remember what that was.
Or they just spray foamed underneath it to hold it up.
Try to start breaking it free from the foam and shit. Oh, look at my tiny ass missed one. Come on.
Oh, we're trying to pull it. One little guy, he said, nope, I'm blending.
There we go. Fine. That backer rod.
Just go over there. Right now.
Backer rod on this.
Can you grab that phone line? I don't want to slice it. Oh! Sprinkler! About took me out. Now we shove this just, you know, back in the hole it's supposed to be.
Off right there.
Yeah. I want to make sure she's in there good. All right. See them chew marks? Man.
I just thought it was tasty.
The mice was definitely working their way in over here. You know, maybe a good reason to put this in there. Shoot.
Look at this.
Oh, snap. Gaps like that, man, I bet you could fit a dang donkey, maybe an elephant in there. Holy cow. I wonder why the mice trying to sneak in. But then you look around and you just see field for days. We got all these Gapposauruses filled in, the foam scraped off. Grandpa, he already got the grinder. Throwing sparks, you know. Grinded and eliminated. And why in the heck does it gotta be so head ringing? It just vibrates your whole head and it's not even a vibrating machine, dang it. We cut our piece down to size, you know, obviously. And now we got these screws that are just, you know, long as hell. And we're just gonna screw this piece in. So I'm gonna let this camera down so I can help this guy. We got around the corner here. A couple more strips, maybe like 1.5. And you know, I'm screwing this in on all the studs, you know, not all of them, maybe every other one, because there's one here we missed and then there. But anyway, why in the heck is this allowed at all? We pay big bucks for these screws, especially these long ones, and why is it always full of paint or full of metal to where you can't use it? Dang it. Anyway, I'm not saying that this is the right way to fix it or nothing, but you know, it's gonna last another year or two to get us by so we can do all the siding around, you know, just a little longer, stretching what we can, stretching stuff. Day number 2 here on Grandpa's house. I showed up and Grandpa's already had done filled some gapperoonies to keep some mice out, you know, pretty much all the way around. Looking back, I did forget to tell you guys, we did make it all the way around here yesterday before we gave up. All the way down the other backside too. So, you know, we did pretty good. Just forgot to tell you guys we made it that far, and I figured I better tell you now before I forget again. Or you guys comment and say, hey, how'd you finish that? Well, we did the same thing we did over yonder way. So now the step is to power wash the house, and I'm trying to hide from the wind out here so I could talk to you. But we're getting the air out of line. I'm about to turn this puppy on, and then you won't hear much from me because this thing's so loud. But the goal is, you know, to get the flakies off and make it, you know, something like this. And then we'll come back and prime that and paint the rest of the house and stuff. Oh, you know, it's begun. Power washing, getting down. Hey, caught up. Pretty much just gonna all the way around. Not too fancy to watch, especially with a grumpy power washer today. Well, it's been like multiple days since I've been here to help Grandpa work on the house here, and he's been killing it. You know, only working a couple hours a day at a time because, you know, it's been 100 degrees for like several days in a row now, and who wants to work in that? So taking it easy, working the mornings and the evenings, chilling in the middle of the days, you know. And you know, he's been doing something, caulking and scraping. He's gotten actually pretty far, you know, around the house. There's still a lot to do, but we're getting there. As you can see, there's just spots everywhere that need primed. And, you know, most of the gapages, they're getting filled. We got some here. All the upper stuff up there is getting done right now because Grandpa's working on the ladder. It's ladder time. But, you know, he's been hard at work all the way around. You know, just peeling, scraping, because pressure washing didn't get a lot of the stuff off, and this old siding here was just sucking it up like a sponge. So my dad didn't want to soak it too much, which is Grandpa to you guys. He didn't want to soak it too much, so, you know, he said we'll just do the scrapey method instead. Ooh, doggy. All the gaparoonies failed. All of them. Well, that's all that's going to be happening for quite some time now. So, I'll bring you when we do something different. So, the caulking is wrapped up. Grandpa's on the priming, and they're just using the paintbrush style. Grandpa started one end, Shannon started at the other, come together, meet in the middle. This is like the fifth side of the house, so they're almost all the way around, because all this is done. All the way around the garage is done. So it's happening. Tomorrow we'll be masking and painting. The colors shall be going on tomorrow. This is what's left, the whole front of the house. You can tell there's a bunch of brown spots left, but you know, not as much. And this little section here, this wall, because this is, I believe, where they started was in this area and worked their way around all the way. They've been hard at it. Pretty boring stuff, you know, caulking and priming and scraping. Yeah, all the way, you know. You don't really get a good result until you get to the paint point. And man, that's tomorrow. We've been waiting to get to it. Should have been to it a few days ago, but you know, stuff happens. Grandpa got this house all primed up here, looking good. So now it's time to start masking. Grandpa said he wants to start on this wall and then go that way around the house. So, you know, we're just gonna mask off the glass on this thing. It's not even glass, it's plastic. and then paint the rest of it. Blend it. Gonna mask the little dealy guy. Door painted. Knob also painted. And then we'll shoot off yonder that way, and that's gonna all get painted. And we're gonna do the mask as we go, you know, so we're gonna mask that, paint here, paint, and then mask and paint as we go. And you know, I'll show you how we mask, but I'm not gonna show you how to paint. You'll have to catch that in next week's video. So a simple mask, you know, just a whoop, and then just tuck it in there. Make sure you ain't got no gaparoonies though, because you don't want to spray the thing that they read. Camera, wrapperoonied. Does it even look like a camera still? You know, same thing with these things. Just tuck them up. This is actually sloppy job. Can't see how that's all. That's gonna block the paint. So we just bring this yonder way and squish it all together. Like this. Squish it. Do this door real quick. Pretty simple like. Right on the trim. Do a little flipperoni. Oh, I ripped it. I ripped it. Set her down. Back to stick it. So this is how we're masking. You know, normally you would want to just run the plastic over these, but Grandpa's got the skills. He feels comfortable to be able to shoot with just the paper around it, so we're gonna run with it. And I'm gonna keep going masking around to stay ahead of Grandpa. Grandpa is right there. I did some videoing for next week's video so you guys could see the paint process going on. I'm trying to stay ahead of him so you can't see that yet. But the door, we're good. I got the ladder borrowed from Grandpa because he's just using it over there. So now I'm over here. I should just go get another ladder and keep going, but it kind of helps me jump around with the camera back and forth here. So let's mask out this window. And I think we're gonna do the same thing here that we did yonder way on the door. Just bloop, bloop, bloop. Grandpa's right here. You can't see what he's doing, but I got that masked. I got the window masked. Other window, window, all the way across the brick. Okay, that's what's happening. So back to number one here. So this is how we're gonna mask everything. You know, we're not gonna cover everything up. Just a quick mask, quick spray. I wouldn't say that that would work for every application, but you know, Grandpa's comfortable with the spray gun. He's comfortable with the machine. You know, all of it. He's got the skills to pay the bills, is what they say. So I'm gonna wrap this one up here, and if you want to watch us paint this bad boy, wait till next week. That video will be coming out because I'm putting it together right now as we speak. So if you enjoyed this, give me a subscribe to the channel, a big thumbs up, a like type thing, you know, and a comment, you know. Tell me what you thought, if it was useful or not, if I was wasting my time. It won't hurt my feelings. So thank you for watching. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Stay motivated, my friends.